Alright, everyone, we are back. It's been a while, and I am still dying, and my nose is already stuffed. Alright, that's better. Alright, we have ourselves a 2v2 brought to us by our greatest hero of all time, the second best Uchiha, Mr. Madara here, who's playing as the Salukid. So, let's start with him. He's got himself an Agima cavalry general. He's got a fixed ballista, 2 Persian light archers, 2 Syrian archers, 5 hillmen, 1 royal peltis, 7 thorax swords, and 1 Thoreos spear. Pretty standard army. I know a lot of people like the royal peltis. I still like my silver shields, but I know I'm just not good with the peltis. I'll be honest with you guys. But I do love his cavalry choice. Gima cavalry is a great cavalry option. I love very heavy shot cav. Uh, Finally, or on the other side of this, we have Carthage here, his ally, Mr. Shmogi. He's got himself a noble cavalry general, so of course I am cheering for the attackers to win due to that. 3 Cretan archers, 6 Libyan infantry, 3 Celtic warriors, 3 Italian swords, and 3 Samnite swords. So, interesting army. I'm a lot of mid tiers here, as you can obviously tell between a Carthage and Seleucid. So, what is that? That's just with Thorax and Libyans, you got yourself 13 there. Almost a full army of mid tiers, not including the Samnites, which are, I think, upper mid tier to lower high tier. I think he should have gold chevron them, though, but he didn't, which is, of course, sad. I gotta do that next time we do rope, too, is just gonna gold chevron the Samnites just to be a dick. But, let's see what else we've got here. Yes. We got the defenders, of course. That is a lot of artillery he's got placed here. So we'll start with Egypt, brought to us by Amadarius. And of course, Epirus is Raymond ESP. Of course, finally, this is the settlement of Antioch, so the town center is back here in this here. One of the harder cities to take for sure. Though I'm pretty sure... Is this the one? I don't know if they've fixed it or if this is broken, but I know one of the 2 Interkeep maps that are like this has a broken spot right in the middle. That kind of messes up some units. But we shall see, we shall see. I'll be back in a second. I need to blow my nose.
Their defenses will not look as daunting when we breach them. We will flood into the gap and claim what is ours. To the victor goes the spoils. The Roman
Well, there we go. Sorry, I had to clear my nose. I'm glad it's already going bad again. God, I hate having a cold. And to be fair, this is actually the best it's been in about a month. Maybe 2 weeks now. I've been living off of Dayquil. Those onagers are firing. I didn't kill anything. What are you shooting at? Aiming at the archers. That's not a good target to hit. They are very spread out and might as well have just started striking the hillmen. Just get a few kills. Oh, interesting. Thorax sword on the wall, and he's got Nubian bowman. I like this Egypt player. I like people who bring Nubian bowman as Egypt. I think it's a good an archer unit to bring. 9 kills, so that one's doing a bit. How's this onager doing? 15. Nice hit into those Italians. That one's hitting... Oh my god, that one's hitting Libyans. Hell yeah. How's this one looking? This one is still shooting at the archers? Yeah. Archers pulling away. I hate when it does this. Give me a second. There we go. That should switch it over so it doesn't show my Steam notifications now. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, they're going to break that at the corner. Probably both sides. Where are they going? These two. Yeah, lots of corner breaks, okay. Lots of corner breaks. I mean, that corner, then I'm assuming that corner. Alright. Ooh, that's wasted. 31 kills. How did that one do? 35. Alright, looks like no initial defenses of the walls. Alright. Ooh, this is a pain in the ass defense, I can already tell. Yep, they're holding there. They're literally already holding around the town center. Is that pikes? Yes, that is pikes. And is that two? Those are Rhodians. Yeah, okay. Looks like they're going heavy. You know what? I like Egypt. He's actually holding a little further out. Got a few units just on the flanks. Guarding the flanks there. Well, Epirus holds the center. Brought a shitty general, though. Carrying Axeman general. Listen, I'll tell you this. Less so with the Carians, because Carians can get some value if you know how to use them right, and that's if you practice with them. And bringing a weak general really hurts you, because it means that your general is a useless unit on the field. You'd rather have this Carrying Axeman be a random unit, and have a better unit somewhere else. Because then your general, when the going gets tough, can defend itself and not die in vain. Now we'll see how he does. Aye. Hoplites with Galatians behind, okay. Wait, is he blocking from this pathway as well? I don't like how clumped up Epirus is in the middle. I think it's so he can retreat. Sorry about that. I hear artillery firing. Seleucid's artillery is freed out. One of them is already destroyed. Which means Epirus' artillery managed to get it. Just knock out the artillery piece. There's no one there. You might as well just move the thorax in, kill that artillery piece, because there's no one over here at this point. I guess the only issue is you have to go all the way to this gate to get out now. So you know what? That's fair. But if you secure over here and you don't see anyone, you might as well bring that thorax out, and then whatever, he's out of position for a little bit. I mean, there's a light cavalry, but you bring your Regima in to support it. Okay, it looks like they got themselves a... Yeah, Egypt is definitely heavily holding this corner here. Epirus is pretty condensed in the center. There we go. Now the Steam notifications are not showing up. Perfect. Yeah, see, there's no one over there. Yeah, they're holding back there. Yeah, bring that thorax up. Yep, exactly. Perfect, Madara. See, this is why I like him. Now, Itachi would have known, and it would have been fine without him having to wait, but hey, can't all be perfect. Alright, what do we got here? Alright, looks like, yeah, Carthage pulling in for a heavy push there. I'm assuming their main thrust is going to be down this corridor and along this corridor is what I would recommend, probably. Give you the most archer supremacy and artillery support. Honestly, if I had his artillery, I would start blasting this position right here. I mean, he's already gotten some kills. Okay. Let's see where he's going to fire at. I'm assuming the giant clump of enemies.
Yes, Commander. Understood. At speed.
Alright, let's follow this. Yep, exactly. Hits those. Alright, not the best hit. But yeah, he's aiming for that clump. Yep, he's aiming for that unit right there. Those Italians. Yeah, that's exactly where you want to aim. Exactly. Give me one. Worst part is this is me on Dayquil. Yep. Okay, they're doing that. Those mercenary Samnites are going to take a beating. Hillmen are beating up the Galatians, but light cavalry coming in behind. Yeah. I mean, the Samnites are obviously going to win this in the end, but, I mean, volleys into the back are going to just be brutal. I love the Graveyard Horrors comment. Hillman got 20 kills, so you know what? And they actually didn't kill too many of the Hillmen. I mean, throwing those throw spears and like that, I don't know how they are going to do. And there you go, javelins in.
As you command. Hack them down.
I mean, you just need to charge those Galatians now. Yeah, those Thorax are going to win that fight. Samnites are going to have trouble yet. Because they're getting the throws off. Which is something I've always hated. Poor Samnites, they did not deserve that fate. How's this position looking? Alright, more dead. I mean, up to 39 kills. Is it still firing? Oh. Interesting, they moved a little further. Sliggers. But heavy push by Carthage here. The Carthage beginning his push onto the flank. Yeah, that's just going to tear those slingers to pieces. Yeah, bye-bye slingers. Cycling those Galatian swords around, yeah. That's why I like the Carthage army. Even the Italians do pretty well. And those militias are going to drop. Yep, Samnite's broken down. I mean, up to 72 kills. Oh, those Carians are just going to try to volley up. I don't think they're going to save those Galatians even with the throws. Good amount of kills, though.
Pick your target!
Yep, that's exactly what I was waiting for.
Orders understood.
Next volley should go in.
May your
There it goes. Yep. Losing armor. And the 145. Precision shot's gone, but you've broken the armor. Yep, up to 22. Yep, and they don't have the shields anymore. They are too low on armor. Look at that general just die. They did do a real number on those thorax. Second wind. They're trying to counter hit. Those Nubians as well, yes. That threw Hillman pushing up the side. A little bit of a grind over here. Italians versus Hillman. That is a hell of a wraparound from Carthage. Oh man, if they actually managed to get that off, that would be insane if they get into those archers. Those archers are just firing. Well, that's such a waste. But it looks like the Carthage push has been halted by Egypt. Of course, Nubian bowmen firing from the second story. How's that ballista looking? 48 kills. Yep, and those Galatians were forced back, and of course the Thorax are now fighting the Sabinites, and are winning. Just a difference in number. About double the number. The Syrians trying to just trade. Yep, pushing them back. Yep, they're being forced to abandon some of their outer positions with their better units. Royal Peltists are just tearing in. Okay. What are they fighting? Hoplites and Italian swords. Yeah, they're going to just tear them to pieces. Carthage doing this good thing, not eating themselves in, but still keeping a large amount of pressure waiting for the push. Well, that might actually hurt them a bit. Yeah, they're losing some men now. Ooh, and there's been some deployables, some spike traps down. The Galatians look pretty much out. There is still a unit of Egyptian infantry, though. Oh, shit. Ho 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 ho! Hell of a fucking move by the artillery. '89. Not gonna trap them, it's gonna kill one of those Rhodians. With 0 kills. Oh my god, if you get that. Come on. There we go! That's exactly what you needed. Down to 30 men. That is a neutralized unit of slingers. Ooh, the archers are winning their little fight over here. Nubians being pushed back. Do those Nubians even have ammo left? And they do still have ammo. And 0 kills. Oh god, this is just a devastation. There's raged units right now. But it looks like the push is continuing on this Seleucid side. Those Royal Peltists down to 90 men left, 149 kills. If you were going to treat them in that way, I still think the Royal or the Silver Shields would be the better option. Bowman going in. Yeah, they're just getting shot. Looks like the Thorax eventually lost, but I mean, they're down to 104 men. They were down to 25, so they did their job. They got over 100 kills, probably. Nice. Nice play. Getting some of the units into those Galatians, also getting a bit into the side there. Those hoplites are going to start dropping. Thorax doing what they can. And Carthage hitting the main line here. Nice. And they managed to get up onto the side wall. Okay. Which means now that they've secured that, Egypt is now forced to pull back. Even more condensed. So Egypt has lost their main point of hold. But they did not lose many men. To be perfectly honest, it was a tough sell. Did you just hit that? Yes, you did. Yeah, that was always going to be a tough hold. Yeah, this is the point that they have to break through, and it looks like they're doing well. Egypt, though, looks like he's on a full pullback. Is he just moving to this corridor now? Maybe. Okay, those archers are out of ammo. He does not have the men for that corridor. A hell of a Carthaginian push. Yeah, they have to pull back. Because the second this breaks, here comes the Seleucids. So Egypt looks like, yep, they're forming around the choke point to the inside. Good thing they're not just eating themselves inside, so I am proud of them for that. Neither is Epirus. You know what? Neither is Epirus. This Thorax, Royal Peltists. That was a hell of a volley. Holy shit. Yep, now that those Italians, yep, the Peltists are going to be able to get around and get behind them. One of the big good points for this, with what he did here, is he stopped those Rhodian slingers from being able to fire down this corridor a lot of the way. So now that they're stuck kind of on this side, they don't really have a lot they can shoot at. Yep, Italians coming around. Get those Royal Peltists in. Don't hold them in place. Get them in. Yep, he noticed they're sending the Rhodians in now to shoot. There he goes. More artillery coming on in. What's he up to? 98. Oh, they are managing to stem a bit of the tide here. I mean, there's a lot of Egyptian units kind of yeeting themselves down this corridor. Trying to hold this point so they can kind of funnel them over here. Not a bad strategy. Royal Peltis behind. This is where they're going to get a ton of kills. Right in the back of weaker men. Those Italians, I'm assuming, are going to just... Yep. There, and they're going to line up there. Perfect. Let's take a look over here on the more mobile front. I mean, this is where the light cavalry would have been effective. You just... that way and right into there. But let's see if he does it. It is very weakened, so I doubt it's going to do much, but that's what he needs to do. That would fully break it, especially with a weakened unit. He's not going to do it. Okay. He's just going to walk away with them. That's the importance of just having a strong unit of cav nearby, even if it is your general.
Yes, Commander! Riders, advance! Riders at the double!
That thorax is still holding. Galatian swords pushing them back. Honestly, I would just charge with the Italians. Keep them stuck in combat.
At speed!
I mean, I guess are they grabbing their 30 men? Yeah, they are. See how the artillery is up to 100. Alright, 2 units of Italians. That thorax is dropping. I mean, they're just rotating Sammonites up there. Yeah, I don't know how long they can sustain this front. Egypt has put most of his army over there. I think it's going to be mainly up to that Carthaginian push. If that Carthaginian thrust can break through, they can split the enemies. The question is, can they? There is an advantage to the defenders, but it is still highly defensible. Especially where they're at. I think Egypt's going to do a good job of mopping what's left up of these guys here. You can see Seleucid's already pushed back here. Then this corridor they need a breakthrough, but I don't know if they can. I think it's going to be up to probably... If a breakthrough happens, it's going to be up to the cavalry, but otherwise it's going to be up to the Carthaginian infantry to break through this point. Archers. With rapid reload, yeah, you're just going to try to nuke them down. Yes, that's exactly it. Already the second volley going, and... already lost 70 men. And already another volley. Almost down 100. Yep, the enemy's being forced in. Alright, they're holding fire. But it looks like, you know what? They are doing pretty well over here. Issue is there's still a Samnite and another Thorax. $255 kills. Honestly, they paid for themselves and they're going to die. I mean, they only have one Chevron, but they killed a lot of units. Mercenary Italians in. They got in before the pikes went down. Still more volleys coming in. They're down to 50 men. 49. This volley should be the end of them. Yeah, they're down to 30. There's not enough of them left. Their formation's going to break in a second. That's a volley into the back on them. I mean, yeah, they've just given up on them and they're just eating volleys in. That's those pikes dealt with. Let's see how the Sabinites are doing. They're getting shot. It's Royal Peltas, man. They're up to 300. Yeah, move the cavalry. I think I would... I don't know. I mean, they still have some Libyans left. Carthage is still healthy. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 healthy Libyans left and 2 healthy Samnites. And that's the last healthy Samnite over there. Looks like they're pulling back even more. Artillery's out of ammo. It definitely looks like they're pulling back a bit more. They need a mulch truce somewhere. Honestly. Maybe get the cavalry all the way around that way. Because if you can get the cavalry all the right way around like that, you have this entire corridors that you could run through. Because I don't see any mobility on the defenders. I think that might be the play. Long flank with the cavalry. To be perfectly honest, that's why as Athens I like to bring 4 cavalry. 2 citizens. Yep, there's a light cav. I mean, the light cav still did well in the end. And they get 1 more kill before they get charged. Yes, they did. And here they come. Dead. Alright, they're able to push into the next layer. They're still being held there. How's that doing? 22 kills, yeah, it's not going to do much. It's too weak of a unit. Yep. And now he's going to move once he gets that in formation, most likely around like that. See, trying to flank this Galatian swordsman. He's a fucking dick. No! They're at 104. They got 4 kills. Yeah, they're being forced to put a heavy push there. Ooh, those peltists. Yep, they got stuck there. Damn, but they didn't notice fast enough. He could have got those peltists around. Yeah, the Seagirds are going to win. Get out of there. Yep, doing their best to break down the thorax lines. That Peltus there doing what he can. 358, he's done well. Those Samnites do not look like they're going to hold against these Samnites. Not, especially not with artillery support. Thorax versus thorax. Getting a little, use the whip to do a little better before the end. Alright, they're in the next line. Here we go. And Carthage chasing. They've got a breakthrough. They've got a breakthrough. Go, 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 go. That's big. Lots of archer fire coming around. This is when you need to use your cavalry. There he goes. Yep. He's rotating around. Perfect. Get that unit stuck up. That fight is pretty even, but I'm going to say it's going to go into Carthage's favor. This fight's definitely going into Carthage's favor. Carthage's infantry is just piling through now. But they still have pikemen here. 3 pikemen. They have a Hellenic Railguard General. Oh boy. Yeah, it is real nasty. For sure. And the first charge. I mean, he's going to have to run, yeah. You don't outrun fucking Shock Cav. Right on through and keep going. Yep, right there. And bam. This shotgun's gonna have a fun time. It's already at 120. Oh my god. Yep. And he has the mobility that they do not have. And he's actually forced... Oh my god, he's forced Egypt out. He's isolated Egypt far enough out that they can't get to that inner city. This is going to be huge. Okay. Great play by Carthage, I have to say. I think that move by Shmogi just destroyed it. He managed to break through, capitalize on that breakthrough, and managed to secure this position as well as possible, forcing Egypt to pull back away from it. There's not enough here. That's not a hard-hitting unit. That fucking carrion's going to get fucking yeeted. Right on through, right into the archers. Those units are dead. That's dead. Move the cavalry. Move the cavalry right into those archers. Just kill them. Yep. Don't let them play that game. There goes that archer. And here comes the noble cavalry. Noble cavalry hit that unit. Thorax, I think. Oh, nope, they're broken. Holy shit. They're still getting into them. Those dicks. Not only that, but holy shit. Those pikes are at super low, wavering from army losses already. How is there 336 if they're already wavering from army losses? Do they rally? They're at... What are they morale-wise at? Yep, and the chick, Carthage is pulling it off. Yep, that unit immediately routed. It's literally down to the general and that one unit of Rhodians. Does he just charge in? I wouldn't. No, he's just going to Javi. How does this take 3 minutes? Does he have any Javis left? He might not. Oh, no, he does. It is still a Hellenic Railguard. What is that armor? 90? Yeah.
Yes, Commander.
Crushed there. Yep, that fight is over. That play by Carthage pretty much secured it because if Egypt was able to get his remaining units in, it would have stopped army losses. In my opinion. That was a hell of a play by Carthage, I think. I mean, they're just farming kills. They give him a cavalry at 293. Wrapping around, I mean, that's all you can really do. Yep, pull back. What are you doing? Oh, God. This poor... That was a brutal charge the game was. Why did you do that? Down to 114. Yep, just get behind them fully. You're going to have a lot of trouble doing the pathfinding for that same thing you just did. There they go. That's broken. All that's left is those Rhodian slingers. How are they still holding? The fact that those Rhodian slingers with 30 men lasted for as long as they did is bullshit. That is it. It is over. It is over. 20 seconds left.
Double time! Riders at the double! By your command!
Alright, that battle is over. Let's see how everyone did. Yeah. That seems about right. Alright. Alrighty. Let's get started with Shmogi, who I think had the decisive play in the game. Now, it was definitely moving towards the attackers' victory, and I think it would have just been a slow grind out fight with the attackers inevitably winning. But that play that they did at the end, where they managed to break the Egyptians out and force them out of the no way to get to the inner keep, is great. Shmogi himself, Carthage, has, let's see, archers, those Cretans, 143, 181, 183. Libyans, I mean, so many of them still healthy. 108. There's a 204 there, 188. Gallics, 103. Did I call them right? No, I called them Celtics. I forget that for whatever reason, Carthage is just Gallics. 103. Then Samnites, 106, 130, still healthy units, and then 155. Mr. Madara here, 335 with his Agima cavalry. Giant Ballista, 104. Persian Lights, 154, 169. Syrians, 130, 150. Royal Peltis, 377. Thorax, 202, 265, 359, 198. Raymond here, of course, is Epirus. Let's see, anything too crazy. I mean, Samnites 116, 137. Those Poplites got 109, and that's about it. Manorius, which I think did well. I think he had a poor choice of general, only 41 kills. 108 on the light cavalry, great job overall with it. Nubians 133, then Galatians 136, 185, 146, 128. Thorax wise 118, 129, 197, and then that Thraeus 129. Good fight overall. I think Epirus left a lot to be desired. He was holding the center, but I saw Egypt holding definitely far more on the flanks, which is a lot harder to micro, and I think he did an excellent job overall. Raymond-wise, he gets stuck in a bad position being stuck in the middle, but didn't see him perform too crazy. But tell me what you think. Am I wrong on that? Of course, what do you think is the best moment? What do you think is the biggest mistake? I still think biggest play overall was Carthage knocking Egypt out of that avenue of retreat, forcing them outside of the inner keep, forcing them to push away so the cavalry can eat them up. Of course, there wasn't a lot left of Egypt, but that did force army losses. But with that, that is all from me. You all have yourselves a wonderful day. I'm going to go continue to die.